What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here. We are live. I'm so pumped up for this one, guys. I am ready to share today one of the most requested videos I have probably done in a very long time. I want to really break down my top 25 virtual wholesaling markets for 2022 because, guys, it's a new year. And I'm really excited to break down my top 25 because the beginning of this year, in the beginning of 2021, I broke down my top 10 virtual markets. And that blew up like crazy because no one was talking about where's the best markets to be pulling today and what's the best places to find virtual wholesaling deals. And everyone knows when it comes to having success in wholesaling real estate, especially virtual wholesaling, knowing where to find the right markets is really good. So this is going to be a big deal because once I reveal these cities, a lot of these secret virtual wholesaling markets that no one talks about, that you never hear, where a lot of people are just absolutely destroying it. It's going to get exposed. They're going to become more saturated. A lot of people are probably not going to be happy with me, but I truly believe that it's in my best interest to tell you the best virtual wholesaling markets ranked from 25 all the way to 1. Pretty excited, guys. This is a Monday live. This is very unique. I don't usually go live on Mondays, but with the holidays and everything coming up, feel like I need to do it, really ramp it up to help the people out before, they go visit family and really just, I want people to do some research and really see where the best ones out there. So, guys, I want you to hit me up in the comments and let me know what markets you guys are in, because it's going to be pretty interesting to see if you're in a good virtual wholesaling market or not. And remember, guys, if you are in one of these really good virtual wholesaling markets and it's actually your market, that's probably a good indication. That's a good physical market for you. So I'm pretty excited about it. Dino Sim says, very good idea. Knowing the right place to buy is half the battle. We're pumped up today, guys. Like, I am breaking down my top 25 markets. So let's get it going, guys. So if you're ready to get pumped up to the top 25, guys, this is research and market data that only the top wholesalers know, guys. I have to have an insane network of people in virtual wholesaling to know which markets are good or bad. And this isn't, Phoenix, Arizona is great because all the gurus are out there. No, I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely, I can tell you which one is absolutely amazing. So comment below your market. Let's get pumped up. Guys, you got to match my energy. If you want to get the top 25 markets, you need to match my energy. And there's only one man I know out here besides Rick Ginn that can get your energy matched. And let's bring him on. Guys, it's wholesaling real estate time. Let's go. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's get jacked up, guys. This is the top 25 this is top 25 virtual markets. But what I can tell you right now, this is top 25 markets in general for wholesaling real estate for 2022. And you guys, my top 10 list from 2021. I can tell you a lot has changed. Some cities might have gone off of the top 25. Some have actually joined. I could give you a quick hint to get you kind of excited about this live, guys. I'm going to take my time breaking down these markets too. I will tell you one recommendation, guys. If you see the top market and you all go towards that one, I got like tens of thousands of people going after the top number one market. You guys are going to get in trouble. My best recommendation is if you guys live within an hour of any of these markets, I say that should be what you physically go after first besides virtual wholesaling. This is for the people, you live in like Trinidad and Tobago, and you got to find a virtual wholesaling market. This is what you guys need. Guys are all on here. I'm excited, guys. I usually don't go live on Monday, but you guys have all joined up and got it. EJ's in Fresno. That's a pretty good market. Cherokee County, got Atlanta, we got Minneapolis in the house. I'm jacked up for this, guys. I'm excited to share it and excited to show you guys exactly the best markets to be going after in wholesaling real estate. So let's break it down. I don't want to get you guys too jacked up without sharing it. So got Milton in Greenville, South Carolina. I love it, guys. I love it. So guys, before we get into it, remember, there's only one thing I ask, and that is if you please smash that like button, subscribe, helps the YouTube algorithm, shows this channel to more people, because I'm giving you guys the secrets to wholesaling real estate, okay? If you guys want to know them, keep subscribing. So without further ado, let's break it down from 25 to 1. Why did I choose 25? Why didn't I do 100? Why didn't I do 10? Honestly, because they do top 25s for basketball and football, and I think that's kind of cool for colleges. And I'm telling you right now, my tip is number one, Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie, guys, if you virtual wholesale in my market in Port St. Lucie, I do not care. I can tell you it's very hard because you got to compete with my team and probably 10 other wholesalers that run over to deals super fast. It's a saturated market. It ain't fun, but the margins are good. So let me show you some deals, guys. The one last one before I break it down is how did I find out these markets? These are markets. There's going to be a lot of ones you guys have never heard of in here. It's going to be really cool because these gurus, they don't do any market research. They don't tell you. The best way I've chosen these markets, and this is, I'm going to get in trouble here, but I'm going to say it is, novice wholesalers, kids, teenagers, they're just going in virtually wholesaling in random markets, and they're having massive success, and they really don't know what they're doing with marketing or with acquisitions yet. They're just randomly going there getting deals, and it's because the market's really, really good. I'm finding these markets that people are doing, and it's like, I've never heard of this place. And then I look it up. It's like, wow, a hurricane just hit there. There's a lot of damage going around these properties, and this person's just wholesaling these deals like crazy. There's a ton of cash buyers. Guys, the best wholesaling markets, I've talked about this tons of times, why I think a market's good or not is it's one specific formula, okay? It's how many deals a city has or a market has, let's say St. Lucie County, how many deals that market has. Let's say there's 50 wholesaling deals in St. Lucie County in a month, okay? Divided, how many deals there is actually out there, divided by how many wholesalers are out there. It's kind of like an acceptance rate for college, let's say, the not acceptance rate, I would say. Let's say, I think it's okay. In education, I'll use education reference. It's like this student to teacher ratio. How many wholesalers out there compared to how many deals out there? So roughly, I would say in Port St. Lucie, there's probably there's probably half a deal or a quarter a deal per wholesaler in my market. Unfortunately, I'm getting 10 to 15 of those a month, just scooping that up, which makes it harder for most people. But I would say the average wholesaler in a market, there's probably going to be 4 or 5 wholesalers for every deal. And so there's 400, 500 deals in a market. That's kind of like a Maricopa County. I wouldn't say Charlotte, because Charlotte's a little smaller. And there's not a ton of wholesalers. It's still saturated. Probably Atlanta, I would say, has got roughly like proportionate numbers. I would tell you right now, I will tell you this up front, the most deals per month overall, like no population. If there's just amount, like if there's 0 wholesalers and I choose a market and only in that market, Houston has the most amount of wholesaling deals by far. The problem is it's like, I think it's the 3rd largest city in the United States besides Chicago and 4th, because you got New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston's number 4. And it's basically the biggest city in the Southeast, which you're going to see a lot of these counties are going to be in the Southeast, a lot of out there. But that's how I actually create this list, that's my issue. So Thomas says, you have so much influence, you blow up these markets. It's true, But the problem is I see these kids going in there, and I call them kids because I'm a kid, still 22 years old. And I just see them going in there, not knowing what they're doing. They're just getting deals like crazy. And I'm like, you're not that like these people aren't that elite with their acquisitions. How are they getting these deals? And they're just, the market's too easy. That's what I'm doing. So basically the way I've done a bunch of research on this, took me basically the whole weekend to find this list out, is how many deals are in that market divided by how many wholesalers. And if I see a good arbitrage, where there's more deals on average than wholesalers, like the average is 4 or 5 wholesalers per deal. But if I see a county and there's like 2 deals per wholesaler, like that's insanely good. And that's probably one where you'll get arbitrage where you spend $1,000 in marketing, you call 5,000 leads, you'll probably get more deals per call or per 1,000 calls than this. And it's not per deal too. It's like, profit, because there's some markets out there that the average deal you're going to get is like 5,000. And then there's certain markets where your average deal is like 20. So it's really, you got to multiply the profit per deal versus how many deals you do. So that's kind of how I did this list. And we get a lot of pushback. Like, how do you do this list? My market's the best, so let's break it down. Let's push it up. So I'm pretty excited about this. There's a lot of honorable mentions I did not mention. I had to do 25 only. So I left a lot of great ones out. I'll bring one up right here. Salt Lake City. I left Salt Lake City out there. Why did I leave There's tons of deals in Salt Lake City, okay? Here's my issue. The people that I found, really the only people that have been successful in Salt Lake City running $2, $3, $4 million operations only can do it through direct mail with huge teams. And it's getting very saturated there. A lot of the cold calling is getting tougher there in the SMS. And the people really pushing through in Salt Lake City are through direct mail, which I think is a pretty high entry barrier, like a big barrier to entry. So it's probably, physically, it's probably, you do drawing for dollars, you do well there, but for virtual, I have to bring it out. That's why I brought Salt Lake City, Utah out of that it's definitely an honorable mention for in person, but I had to. It's the best market in Utah by far. So let's break down this list. I'm really excited for this one. So let's go. So number 25 here. Without further ado, Rochester, New York, and everyone's like, "What in the world are you talking about?" Now, Rochester, New York is actually, the prices are insanely low there. I mean, they're under 170 for a deal, like the ARVs. You have to get through one of the hardest part. It's probably the only New York one I could say. But there's actually a pretty large population of deals there, and there's not a ton of wholesalers. So if you can get through exactly getting the attorney set up there for virtual wholesaling, it'd be pretty good. You guys saw me cold calling Rochester. More aggressive people there, but there's a ton of deals and a lot of really good opportunities and tons of cash buyers there. So Rochester, I'll put it at 25 on this list. Pretty exciting. Getting some pushback on that one, but I could tell you it's definitely a pretty good list. So Rochester, let me know, guys, if that's your market and break it down. But really, that's how I kind of found it. So basically, the median home values in Rochester, just looking at really quick here, is about 194 for like the metro. I would say the county's probably going to be a little different, but that's honestly what I've seen. So Rochester's roughly like 195 on there. Not too bad, but there's definitely better ones out there. So Rochester's about 194 on the ARV, which is still pretty low, I'd say. Isaiah says, "What's Rochester like?" It's not the hood. They're just a lot of older homes, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. They're just a lot older, Talia says, "Hit that like button." Love it. Thanks. Appreciate it, Talia. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. But yeah, 170 is pretty low for Rochester, for New York. But remember, you're in upstate New York. It ain't the most elite, like homes there. It ain't New York City. I mean, it's upstate. So let's go back here to number 24. Get pushed back for this one. These are ones that were legit. Like this market was probably top 5. Hands down, this market, I'm going to say number here 24. Top 5 market in 2019 and basically in 2020 until Oklahoma basically banned wholesaling. Went from top 3, top 5, and then a lot of gurus started pushing it, and it sunk down to 24. It's still a great, if you have a license, this is probably one of the rare ones I'm going to tell you is this is probably the only one I'd say where a place is like illegal to wholesale or without a license I would put on there. I want to add this one too. So if you have a license, this is hands down a great market. That in Tulsa, I don't think Tulsa is big enough to really add another one. So I'll put Oklahoma City and Tulsa, Oklahoma here. If you're licensed, this is still a ripe one for the picking. It's still a good one. It was absolutely elite. Like some of these markets I'm going to tell you is like going to Oklahoma City before they banned it, and in like 2018, 2019. It's absolutely insane. So Oklahoma City, I would say right now, it's great if you're not if you live in that city and you want to get licensed, do double closing there. Oklahoma City, again, we're seeing kind of a trend. Median home values here, I could see it's roughly 175 to 190. Not too bad there for an ARV. You guys can tell the ARV is going to be lower on this. I'm telling you that there's a reason. Wyatt. Armelio says I'm going to do a live chat. I'll do a live chat after I do the top 25, kind of figure it out. But yeah, I mean, if you can get licensed in Oklahoma, it makes sense. You can do double closings, partner up with someone in Oklahoma City, but it's an elite place. It's got one big issue on there, but if you get past that issue, I think it'd be a pretty good one. Tulsa, there's other I wouldn't say Stillwater because it's still kind of a college town, but like some of the bigger places in Oklahoma outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma City, there's not really much, but definitely population centers. There's still a pretty good one that I could tell you. So, yeah. So Isaiah says, would you double close in Oklahoma? Hands down. That's definitely the one I would be doing. So yeah. So Oklahoma City is a pretty good one. Now, this is another one that used to be top 10 last year. It's gotten flooded pretty badly. It's still pretty good. This is Cleveland, Ohio. It's a love-hate Cleveland. There's a ton of deals out there, but there's just been so many wholesalers going in there. It's getting tougher and tougher for Cleveland to work. But it's still top 25, I would say. It's just getting more saturated. Now, the ARV is a lot lower in Cleveland, but I'd say Cleveland's still good. It's got a big population. You could still make it work. But yeah, Cleveland, Ohio, still on there. 98K is the ARV there in Cleveland. Nothing. It's still low. It's very easy to find cash buyers, hedge fund buyers there. It's still a tad tougher. It's not the end of the world. If I lived in Cleveland, hands down, that's what it'd be wholesaling. Virtual wholesaling, you got to know a little more what you're doing and really start being with more people and JVing. But still a great market. It's still a top 25 market. Hopefully it doesn't get more saturated and I have to push it off of top 25 status. But that Oklahoma City and Rochester are getting tougher. That's the big issue. Like Rochester's an amazing market. The issues with the attorney state issue, Oklahoma City with the ban there. Those have been elite. Those have been top 5 markets if it wasn't for that. And there's a reason why it's not. Cleveland, it's got a big popular, ton of deals, but the saturation is getting it a little tougher. Still works for in-person. Now, the rest of these are a lot like the more counties, once the numbers go down and down more, it just becomes like butter. It just gets easier and easier and easier. So number 22 here is Chattanooga, Tennessee. Not really talked about too much. There's a couple people out there talking about Chattanooga, not many. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee, really, Southeastern Tennessee, even Murfreesboro. Everyone knows I virtually wholesale in Tennessee. Chattanooga, it's great. They got a little college there, so a lot of great rental opportunities there. You can go to a UTC, I think. But yeah, Chattanooga's great. Great market. It's a beautiful city. I've never been there, but know some people that rave about it. Chattanooga, hands down, it is. If I was virtually wholesaling, that is definitely one I would definitely consider. Definitely one I would not brush off. 231's the ARV, a little tougher, but people are getting $20,000-$25,000 wholesaling deals there. So definitely not a terrible market. Number 21 here. This is a great one. This is one not a lot of people talk about. Dayton, Ohio. I think Dayton, Ohio is definitely has an opportunity to be pushing up more. Um, Dayton, Ohio would be it's under 100K. It's like Cleveland with a lesser population and less people going there. You can easily get properties on contract for 35, 40K. The sweet spot in Dayton from the people I know there, they put on a contract for 35, sell it for 45 and make 10K each. It's really more of a volume play in Dayton than not. That's makes it a lot easier for virtual wholesaling. So Dayton, Ohio, there's some equity in those deals. They're really good ones to do. Obviously, you're not going after the 500,000 plus properties there, like dollar figures. Anything under 150, you definitely should be going after. So, 21 Dayton, Ohio, definitely one I would 100% be recommending right now. Dayton, Ohio is a great market to be going after. This brings me back to 20. This is Pasco and Clay County in Florida. Definitely some markets. They're north of Tampa. Not a lot of people are going after them. Everyone's flooding towards Tampa. I don't know why. I tell you right now, Pasco and Clay County, definitely a great market. This is definitely one I would 100% be going after, and one I would have to be recommending right now. Hands down, it's a great market. They're north, so it's actually north of Tampa. A lot more rural markets. The population's not like insanely big, but it still works pretty well. So let's go check out the volume. Make sure we got some volume. But it still works pretty well. So volume's out there, working well. So Pasco, Clay County is great. The issue is the population is tad lower. Let's check out Pasco County. We're roughly like 270. So it's a little bigger. Let's check out the populations real quick. Make sure I got that going. Pasco County is looking at 500,000 population. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely enough to make sense for you now. And Clay County is roughly at like 219, definitely pretty good. And these are tad different markets. I think they're tag team. You choose which one you want. Pasco's West Coast, Clay's kind of East Coast by off of St. Augustine. Clay County would have the edge on there, but definitely not a terrible one to be going after. So check this out. Oh, all right. And just check. All right, we're good. And then next here for 19, not even a county at this point. Really, I could tell you right now, hands down, is actually I'm getting asked here, what are the top cities in Pasco, Clay County? Ask me this question after. Pasco County has been let me check I think Dade City is probably the best one out there right now. I would avoid Zephyr Hills kind of. Wesley Chapel too. I do kind of Wesley Chapel. Clay County, anything west of the river, there's all of them is going to be really good there in Clay County. So, I'd be pulling by county, not city. But some of the more bougie areas, I would say I'd avoid. But Pasco, Clay is pretty good. So let's go to 19 here. This is basically the entire Florida Panhandle. Let me pull up a map here, kind of showing you what I mean by that. Florida counties. The whole Panhandle has been really great lately. So it's definitely one I would not be missing. This is basically Escambia County, Santa Rosa County, Okaloosa County, and basically all the way to Walton County. That's really where I'd stop it. You can do Bay County, Washington County, and Holmes, I think is the name on that one. But really where I'm getting at is basically Walton to Escambia County. That's definitely one. You can do Gulf and Franklin also, and Bay counties too. And I'd kind of stop by Tallahassee. That's definitely should be your bread and butter there. When I say a Florida Panhandle, they're really good. It's definitely those are top tier ones. Let's go up here to number 18. This is definitely a lot of focus on the Southeast. I think the Southeast is really ripe. ARVs are very low. and the populations are decent enough to make some deals. And there's plenty of cash buyers on these cities. So 19 here is the Florida Panhandle. Number 18 here is Caddo Parish, Louisiana. Uh, it's been really good. This is basically Shreveport. I just want to make sure I got that right. So Caddo Parish is basically where it's basically where Shreveport is. Shreveport. I was just going to do Shreveport, but I mean, honestly, I think the whole entire county has been pretty good. It's basically bordered on Texas, kind of close to Arkansas, Oklahoma. Still kind of in that southeast area, but Caddo Parish, counties are basically called parishes there. So cool. But Caddo Parish, Louisiana, definitely one I'd be going after, let's see their median price point. 129, pretty good. So it's good on population, about 250,000, not too bad. 17 here is in a long line of some North Carolina deal. I'm telling you, North Carolina is still on fire. For the population, it's probably one of the best states, like pound for pound, with wholesale, with just the amount of deals in that state. Definitely. So 17 here, I would put Asheville on there. It's a great one. It's sort of close to Knoxville, so you can kind of make them all work if you want to get like geographically together. But Asheville's great. That's that Western North Carolina area. Definitely a really good virtual market. We've done a ton of deals there, and I'll disclose which cities I've done tons of deals. Maybe one or two like JVing on some of these, but I can tell you right now, Asheville's a really good one. So let's break down the ARV. So I can't really, I didn't have them all on the little notes there. So Asheville 388, tad higher, but there's a lot of cheaper properties if you kind of do the whole county surrounding it. So definitely one. Let me get the exact population for you here too. It's all about market research today. We're roughly looking around 91,000. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so 16 here, San Antonio, Texas. Now everyone's like, whoa, it's kind of a saturated market. So I've seen so many wholesalers in San Antonio doing well. And from just talking to the people, a lot of virtual wholesalers are doing pretty well there too. Huge population. There's a ton of properties in San Antonio. Every time I look at the population of San Antonio, it's like, it blows my mind. I don't know why my mind doesn't wrap around it, but like San Antonio is huge, like massive. It's always bigger than I always imagined. I don't know why. But San Antonio is a huge city. So a lot of great history, rich tradition there. So population of 1.5 million, which is insane. Like San Antonio is like 1.5 million. That's a huge market there. And it's basically like kind of central there. So, huge population. I think they're ranked 7th in the United States. I think that's kind of the most mind blowing one there. San Antonio is like bigger than San Diego. San Antonio is actually, I'm looking here, it's bigger than Dallas, which is in Austin and Jacksonville, which is kind of, blows my mind how big these cities are. And basically do Bexar County. I'm getting in trouble for saying it. It's got a Spanish name, but Bexar County is great there. San Antonio is huge. A lot of people say stay away. RK saying stay away from San Antonio because it works, guys. I'm telling you, it's great. But blows my mind. It's like top 7. It's just kind of it's underrated. Isaiah says that. I mean, that's true. It's definitely underrated. I don't know why I always forget how big it is. But it's huge. Like it's only bigger by like Philadelphia, places like that. So big market, ton of deals there though. And they all make sense and they're pretty on good. They're all on really good foundation. So it makes a lot more sense for everyone there. Number 15 here is Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is still a great one. A lot of cheap real estate in Memphis. So it still works, a lot of wholesalers doing really good virtually wholesaling in Memphis. So definitely a good one. I mean, hey, barbecue's great there. So Memphis, Tennessee, it's great. If it's good enough for Elvis, it's good enough for me. So love Memphis, Tennessee. Still a pretty good market. I know a lot of people virtually wholesaling from like California and like South Florida that are doing really well doing it. Memphis is really good. I know there's a lot of people going there creating like turnkey companies and doing a lot of like cash flow stuff. Uh, there is a ton of cash buyers there. So a big need for properties there. And I'm telling you, the more and more we're going down this list, the easier these markets are and the better and better they are. Sean Phillips says, rest in peace, young Dolph. Rest in peace. All right. So let's go. So number 14 here. It's like butter. It's getting better. It's melting. These properties getting better and better. These markets are better and better per one. So let's change to the B cam here. Are we getting my better side here? I have no idea. But let's do number 14 here. Let's switch this back. I think the ISOs are different on both of them, but whatever. All right. So 14 here, Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm not just saying just Indianapolis. I'm saying the counties surrounding it too. Indianapolis is like low key, like underrated. Like the prices are, you get pretty cheap deals there. Like the ARVs can be. I mean, there's $1 million properties in Indianapolis, hands down. Like $1 million homes there. But Indianapolis right now, it's definitely a top tier market. Top 15 for virtual wholesaling. I know so many people. I give you one big secret and get in trouble, but probates have been one of the most insanely best lists for Indianapolis. It's a great one. So I'd go after Indianapolis. Let's look up the ARV real quick for everyone here. And we'll get more suspenseful for the bigger the lists. We're going Indianapolis under 200K. That's pretty good. Indianapolis is always good. So it's definitely pretty good. A lot of people are saying it's a little harder. Isaiah, it's a little harder, but a lot of people are doing really good. We've done Indianapolis deals. They're great. Now we're going to do another surprising one. Not a lot of people know this one. Going to get in big trouble saying this, but hey, going to say it. This is why you guys follow me. You want the inside information the gurus ain't going to tell you. And the gurus ain't going to tell you about these properties or these deals because they don't care and they don't do the secret research. So I'll tell you right now, Berks County, Pennsylvania. This is one to take a note out that's severely underrated. Berks County, PA is hands down an amazing virtual wholesaling market. And unfortunately, I feel terrible saying this. The cat's out of the bag. It's a great market. I'm in big trouble saying this from some people. Berks County is huge. It's a huge wholesaling opportunity. Population, it's not like an insane amount, but it's a great wholesaling. Like it's 428,000 is the population. You got like Reading over there. Allentown's kind of like on the outskirts there. You got Pottsville. It's a pretty good market, let's do the median price point there just so I can guys get a good grasp of it. Berks County is like 238. There's some nicer parts, there's some worse parts, but yeah, definitely in trouble. I'm definitely definitely gonna get in trouble for saying that. But hey, it's a great one. Chris says I'm in Harrisburg, definitely gonna look at Berks. Reading, PA. The Reading, PA wholesalers out there, I've talked to actually a ton lately. I'm like, wait, you're from Reading? You're from like all these people are from Reading. I'm like, I've never heard of Reading. And they're making 500, 600, 700K a year. I'm like, what's going on here? And a lot of 100K per year wholesalers and a lot of new people out there virtually wholesaling there. I'm like, all right, then do some research. I'm like, geez, a lot of people are doing well. No one's talking about it. Like the big influencers don't know about it. They're talking to their guru friends who actually don't wholesale. Funny. But yeah, Berks County, PA, great market. There's definitely some other ones I haven't really spilled the beans on, but that's definitely a big one. Like I would take note. That's definitely one not a lot of people are really talking about. So these gurus are gonna be mad at me for saying this one. So oh my gosh. Number 12 here is Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, it's a great market. The issue is it is already slightly saturated, but wholesaling with cold calling, like the cold calling government lists still work there really well. And it's a bigger population. Nashville works. They got some really expensive, like downtown area I would avoid, but the whole county around Nashville is definitely one to be going after. Guys, you saw me cold calling Nashville. I was doing really well doing it. It's surprising how good the FISBOs did there, but they're really nicer there. Tennessee's a great one. I love Tennessee for wholesaling real estate. I love Florida the most for living, but Nashville, Tennessee is a great one. So not much for Nashville. I mean, not a not the sexiest choice there, but there's a ton of wholesaling being done there. A ton of people just doing really well in Nashville. So I'll tell you guys really quick before I reveal the next one. I'll tell you right here, like I'm looking right here. I'll tell you right now, from my last top 10, number 3, 2, and 1 are completely different. I would say 3 and 2 are ones that no one talks about. Number 1, my favorite one. I've said it a couple times, but no one's really paying attention. Number 2 is a really new one. I'm pretty excited about some of these new ones I'm going to talk about. So, guys, before I'm going to stop really quick. Don't leave. But the reason why I'm stopping is to give you guys enough time, okay, to smash that like button and subscribe, okay? Take a second out real quick. I'm going to get some water, okay? I get some cherry seltzer, bubbly. Before I take a sip, guys, smash that like button and subscribe, okay? Okay, everyone like this video and subscribe. I'm watching you guys. Everyone on Facebook too. Hit that like button. Now that everyone like this, hit that smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go. So let's get it. So number 11 here is Houston, Texas, guys. I kind of talked about a little, in the video, but Houston's just got so many deals, but there's a lot of wholesalers with a lot of deals. Houston's way better. Like I always talk about deals per wholesalers. Maricopa County probably has the most deals. No, I'd say Houston has the most deals, but Maricopa County probably is like number 2. But there's way more wholesalers in Maricopa than in Houston. So Houston has a really good advantage there. So Houston, Texas, amazing market still. Like, of course, they got really nice houses, but ones that need a lot of work. So I love Houston. Great market, kind of by the water there. They always have a hurricane, which is not good, but it's good for wholesaling because a lot of people have issues with the properties. It's definitely prone to a lot of flooding. There's definitely issues with properties still in Houston. You won't really see that in Berks County or Indianapolis or Nashville. But in Houston, kind of like Florida, there's always going to be a hurricane damaged property, which means there's a lot of issues with properties, which is always good for us wholesalers on buying ugly homes. And when an ugly home gets hit with a huge hurricane, never good. So Houston's always going to have a steady influx of wholesaling deals, and that's always good. Slightly like this next one here, I'll give you guys, let's get in the top 10 here. I see everyone's starting to pile in now because we're going in the top 10. That's kind of exciting. So hopefully, guys, everyone new here, smashing that like button and subscribe. And let's get it going. So number 10 here, without further ado, let's get it going. So number 10 is, hold on. Let me see, we're all good here. Just want to make sure. Perfect. Okay. Number 10, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm telling you, Duval County right now is absolutely killing it for wholesaling real estate. For virtual wholesaling, it's great. Jacksonville has some pretty good prices. I would definitely hop on to Clay County also if you're going to do Duval County. The only issue with Jacksonville, it's a huge city. The biggest issue is every street's different, kind of like Port St. Lucie. It gets very frustrating starting out. But once you can master this market, I know a ton of 7-figure wholesalers there, especially doing it virtually. So many. So I definitely have to add this one in there. So Jacksonville, Florida, definitely a great one. It's a great one. Southeast, always hurricanes coming through. A lot of messed up houses there. A lot of good ARV. Let's kind of check out the ARV here to help you out here. Jacksonville's roughly at 259, and look up Jacksonville. It looks up Duval County. Duval County is roughly at 864,000. Wait. basically $1 million. Pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. Jeez. Okay. And Jacksonville's population is roughly 890. Not too bad. So big city. Counties are obviously bigger, but yeah. Number 9 here. This is one I've talked about pretty extensively before. The cat's out of the bag on this one, but I'll tell you, it's Onslow County, North Carolina. I don't know why. I don't know how, but Onslow County, North Carolina, it just works. It's definitely an arbitrage in North Carolina. Onslow County is kind of, it's a population of 200,000. The county seat is Jacksonville. So it's kind of funny. It's a great market. Like I could tell you right now, if you've, I'm trying to see how far it is from all these people. If you are, I know everyone's loves watching. What's that? Hold on. What's that Netflix? It's north of that where all the beaches are. They have a big Netflix show on it. Outer Banks. Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I know that one's basically based in Wilmington, I think. So anything Wilmington north up to Onslow County is a great one. Definitely a good one. The populations are lower, prices are kind of lower there. It's good. So hands down, great one. Guys, that's definitely one I'd be putting on my list. And just researching is Onslow County, North Carolina. It's a great one, guys. Hands down. Definitely one I would be recommending. And let's kind of go to the next one here, which is Fresno, California. Number 8 is Fresno, California. I think Fresno, California is still a ripe market. If you guys live in the Central Valley, it's a great one. I'm told all the time, guys, avoid California at all costs. I truthfully believe that Fresno, California is probably the last gate of affordable housing in California where it makes sense for rentals, wholesaling. Inland Empire, but is the second one, but Inland Empire has just too many wholesalers in it and too many people from Los Angeles and LA counties and SoCal, Orange County, just going in there. I would probably avoid Orange County and Los Angeles, hands down. But all those people are going to Inland Empire, but Fresno is too far. So it's definitely one I'd be going after. So let's pop it up here. So Fresno's actually got a decent population, not too bad. So definitely one I would be recommending. But yeah, love Fresno. It's a great one. Everyone that is virtual wholesaling there, once they can make it up, they can do pretty good. So yeah, Fresno, California, pretty good. Number 8. Number 7 here. I saw some of the comments talk about this one. Victorville. Looked up Victorville. Victorville is, that's Inland Empire. That's kind of a little north of Inland Empire. It's good. The population is big enough. Drive for dollars there. You definitely have good results. But I don't get too distracted here. But Fresno is pretty good. Number 7, Greenville, South Carolina. Love Greenville. Amazing virtual wholesaling market. Definitely one I have to be recommending right now. Love Greenville. Definitely one, hands down, put on your list. It's a great one. A lot of people are starting to get into it. That's getting more of an issue because I've talked about how good Greenville was in the past. Still up there, I would still sustain it as a really good one. So Greenville going to get in trouble. But yeah, it's definitely a really good one. Just be careful. A lot of more wholesalers. Any list I'm saying here in the top 7 are going to be a ton of wholesalers coming in it. So always have that in the back of your mind. There's going to be more and more wholesalers going after these lists. So just be careful there. Next year's number 6 is Macon, Georgia. I've talked about Macon forever. Milton's talking about Greenville. He sold over 50 contracts this year in Greenville. I'm telling you, it's great. So yeah, I love South Carolina. It's a great one. Greenville's a great one. Just remember it's an attorney state, but for wholesaling, it's not the biggest deal. Number 6 here is Macon, Georgia. Macon's great. Only issue with Macon is, it's the lower price point. A lot more wholesalers are going in it. But Central Georgia right now has just been absolutely on fire. A lot of cheaper properties. Just make sure you're not getting daisy chained. But for virtual wholesaling, Macon's been on fire. So I'm definitely going to recommend. Not much to say, but yeah, Macon's a great one. So going after Macon, been talking about that for a very long time. I've done pretty good amount of deals. Like I'm not like an insane amount, I not an insane amount, but yeah, Macon can work. Pop up the population for you there. Macon's got a population around 153,000. Trying to see what the county is. Macon County, Georgia. County in Macon. Bibb County. So I basically do all of Bibb County. Pretty good one. So, yeah, Warner Robins pretty good. They got a cool little. They have a cool. They got like an airplane thing there. I don't know exactly what it's called, but pretty cool one. So, Bibb County. Be going after that one. ARV in Bibb County is. Let's do this. Bibb County is around 113,000. So makes sense. Pretty good. Okay. Airbase. Got it. Okay. Got it. That's what I was trying. I was trying to figure out. I know they have a cool like military museum type thing there. But yeah. Number 5 here is Detroit. Just straight up, just telling you right now, Detroit. It's a great one, guys. I've done a ton of deals in Detroit. I can't really say the names of some people. But I know a lot of people are getting hundreds of deals per year cold calling in Detroit. When I'm saying Detroit, I'm not saying just Detroit. It's all of Wayne County. Yeah, Detroit, it's great. 313, definitely a great one. Cold calling, drawing for dollars, government lists, probates, pre-probates, any list you can get on there. I mean, obviously, drawing for dollars would be the best. That's your local market, but I can tell you right now. Hands down, Detroit, top 5 market. I don't even care. I'm telling you, I virtually wholesale there. Like the competitions, I don't really care. I mean, you're doing a lot of deals, 50, 60K. Hands down, it's a great one. So yeah, Detroit, love it. There's some markets that are harder in Detroit. There's ones that are easier. Like Livonia is a great like city there. I don't want to break it too down because you guys do your own research there, but Livonia is great. All of Wayne County is good, but yeah, Detroit in general is a great market. It's a good one, guys. I mean, I was having no experience doing really well there, and so that brings us down to 4 more markets. So we're trying to be revealing. What are going to be even better markets than Detroit, where people are doing hundreds of properties, like wholesaling deals, and doing really well? They're still making 10, 15K deals in Detroit. What's going to be better? And got to think here for a second. What would be better? And there's one city. This is going to be the hands down. I'll reveal the states in North Carolina. This is going to be the best state, like this is the best market in North Carolina. Can get in a lot of trouble for saying this from my North Carolina people. Are going to be upset. Done a bunch of wholesaling in this market in North Carolina. It's my favorite wholesaling market in North Carolina. Give a shot. If someone can guess what my favorite one before I pop it up, it'd be great. Let's see if you guys are some OGs, because I've been screaming about this back in the day. It ain't Raleigh. It ain't Winston-Salem. This is where I've done a bunch of deals at number 4 here. I want to see if anyone can correctly guess number 4 here, the best place in North Carolina wholesale. I don't care about the population, but I want to see if anyone can guess. Okay? Because I've been speaking about this for a very long time. Okay? Thomas won it. Thomas hands down got it. Okay? Thomas has been an OG, I guess. He's been watching my stuff for a while. Just trying to see. Eric got it too. Yeah. So let's break it down. So let me see what the county. I think. No. All right. So. All right. Let's reveal it. All right. Hands down. See, it was not Onslow. There's one better than Onslow. Shugla Q. Onslow's great. It is Fayetteville, North Carolina, the home of J. Cole. Okay. All right. That's all you got to remember. What's the best market in North Carolina? Wherever J. Cole's from, that's a great wholesaling market. Okay. Love J. Cole. But Fayetteville, woo! Telling you. On fire for drawing for dollars, on fire cold calling market. It is a great one out there. I'm getting a ton of trouble for saying this. But Fayetteville, that's a market, guys, you should be going after. I would tell you. And this isn't a new special market. I've never said. I've talked about it all the time. Coal World. But Vietnam. Oh, God. Yeah, Fayetteville sometimes has... I mean, they do have some issues with some areas with crime, obviously. I mean, that's every city with over 100,000 population, right? I'm about an hour and a half from Fayetteville. Yo, Donnie, let me know what market you're in. See if it makes sense. But yeah, Fayetteville's a great one. You see Cumberland County, the whole county, I would say. It's a good one. It's a great one. Fayetteville, let's kind of bring up the statistics there for you guys, just for some market research. Let's do Cumberland County. 163. Fayetteville probably would be topped off at Fayetteville, North Carolina. Let's see here. 160. And then the population is going to be around 319 for Cumberland County, with Fayetteville being 210. Not too bad. But see, this is the problem with Sean. Sean's hilarious. But yeah, all of us should call nothing but Fayetteville tomorrow. That's the issue with me doing this stream. I think there's just tens of thousands of people watching this, which I'm blessed. The issue is I got to know if tens of thousands of people are watching this. The biggest issue is that hopefully they're not all calling this one. Guys, use any of the top 25 markets are going to be good. I want to use this as a reference, not as you have to do top one or two. Just a reference for people trying to find out better markets. And there's probably markets better than this I just haven't seen, or even more on the DL, on the down low than I know. So without further ado, guys, if you want to see me do three, let's check out the likes. All right. I need you guys to like this video. I'm gonna really reveal my top three markets right now. All right. I see how many likes we got. We need to increase the likes some more. Okay. Let's pump the likes up, guys. Everyone watching this, I'll reveal the top three. You want to see the top three quicker? I need more likes in this video, please. I'm trying to destroy these gurus. Okay. And while I'm waiting for it, I'll show you this. One thing I did to destroy the gurus today. Okay. While I'm waiting, if we can increase the likes by 25%, we'll do it. Okay. I know the number there. So while I'm waiting, I'll pop this up for you guys, let you guys see it. I'm waiting. Guys, smash that like button if you're watching this and subscribe. I need as many likes and comments below as we can. I'll be plugging this while we're waiting. I'm getting a lot of trouble for saying it. I'm getting in trouble for showing you this. While you guys are liking this video and subscribing, let me share, guys, we have a special surprise for everyone here. You know, we are doing a Black Friday special at Flip with Rick. Pretty cool. Basically, we're getting 65% off of all of our products at Flip with Rick. This is the biggest savings of the year we are going to do. We were not going to have a better, I promise you guys right now, okay? About 25 more likes on YouTube. That's correct. Just tomorrow to make gurus cry. I'm telling you. We are 65% all of our products for wholesaling. Okay, guys, I'm giving 25%, 65% off of everything. Okay. I'm telling you, 50% off of freewholesaling.com. Okay. It was $0. Now I cut 50% off of that. Okay. I cut 50% off. Now it's only $0. I cut 65% off of mailingmastery.com. Insane. It was $0. Now it's $0. Okay? It went from free to free. 65% off that price. And for the whole Black Friday to really cut these gurus off, 75% off. Okay? I am getting 75% off. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, of my free one-on-one coaching at my Wholesaling House for Real Mastermind. 75% off my Mastermind. Okay, God joined Wholesaling House for Real Facebook group. It was $0. Now slash it by 75. Now it's $0. Okay, I'm only doing this till December 1st. Okay, do not share this to any guru. They will cry if you send this. If you send that flyer to them, they will cry. Don't make them cry. They will cry. Okay, I do not have enough tissues for these guru tears. Guys, I have to plug this because, I need my time to plug my course for you guys because, I have a Black Friday sale and we need more likes in this video. So, guys, hurry up. These deals won't last long. Okay? I will increase prices to $0 in 1 month if you guys do not hop on, okay? Freewholesaling.com, the greatest wholesaling training in the world, from top to finish, the most in-depth wholesaling course. I put 50% off of it. Freewholesaling.com, $0 now. Mailingmastery.com, the best mailing course out there, hands down. And then Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. Guys, check the likes. Guys, like this video and subscribe. Hashtag these gurus what's up. Oh, holy moly. Okay, we got the 25 likes. We got it. Include the Facebook group. We're fine. All right. Let's break it down. Just purchase Cedric. Wow. Impressive. Let's get it. So let's get it. Top 3. Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Come on. I'm telling you, Hampton Roads in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Hands down, one of the best virtual wholesaling markets. Okay. Hampton Roads and Virginia Beach, Virginia. Love this market. So many people doing so well virtually wholesaling there. I know some of my buddies out there are going to kill me for saying this one, but it's the truth. It's a great wholesaling market. It's one I have to be recommending for the people here, and it's a great one. Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach, Virginia is a great one. Next, Beaumont, Texas. I love Beaumont, Texas. Beaumont, Texas. Guys, this is a market in Texas that got destroyed by a hurricane. No one is, I can tell you right now, Beaumont, Texas got hit pretty hard by a hurricane. And the big issue there is not a lot of wholesalers are there, and there's a lot of need for wholesaling deals. Beaumont, Texas is great. Population is pretty good too. I've seen a lot of people doing really good in Beaumont. And a lot of hedge funds are starting to buy there, and they're kind of seeing why. So it's a great one. So Beaumont, Texas is great. Definitely one I'm going after. Let's go over the 2 markets real quick. Virginia Beach basically has 342 median price. They got better markets, better margins there, obviously. And then for Beaumont's closer to 500, but that's Beaumont, California. 500. All right, 138. That's what I thought. Okay. And Beaumont's by I'm trying to see what big city it's by. It's not Houston. It's east of Houston. Let's see here. It is Port Arthur. Okay. All right, it's east of Houston, but it's got Port Arthur. So whenever Houston gets hit hard, Beaumont's a decent market to be going after. Population 118. Let's see what county it's in. Jefferson County, Texas. Check out the population there. Jefferson County, Texas population is 251. Let's check out the median price point, Jefferson County, and then we'll go number 1, which is going to be kind of surprising. 137. So it's a good population at 137. Definitely one I'd be telling you right now. It's definitely a pretty good one. So let's break it down. Let's go to number 1, guys. You guys have smashed that like button, subscribed enough. I want your opinion on this. I've said this is this technically this? Some people in this market's going to say it's part of the Southeast. Some other people are going to say no. I would call it outside the Southeast, but I could be wrong here. I would say the Southeast kind of ends at North Carolina. You're technically, calculating things there, but I could be wrong. South Florida, so it's not even Southeast, but only geographically speaking. So, what's my number one market? Richmond, Virginia. I tell you right now, Richmond, Virginia is probably number one market, I would say right now. And I get a lot of people they're destroying it in Richmond. I say if I had to virtually wholesale in one market right now, like I had to get a deal in a month, Richmond, Virginia is where I'm going at. Great discounts on those deals. Just so many wholesaling deals there. A ton of deals being offered. A lot of creative financing opportunities. Richmond, Virginia, it's definitely a great one. So definitely, that's it. Thomas says no more Knoxville. Knoxville's out. Knoxville's been it's been tougher and tougher to find deals in Knoxville. So I kind of had to shove Knoxville off. Chattanooga's been way better, and even Nashville's been kind of better. So Knoxville's getting tough. But someone's saying Virginia's technically part of the Southeast, close to North Carolina border. Fine. Okay. Fine. All right. But yeah, Richmond's great. It's a great wholesaling market. Let's check out some of the stats here. And let's do Richmond, Virginia. Let's do the county. Do both. 295. And then the county is... Most of the deals are going to be under $150,000 in Richmond, Henrico County. So, Henrico County, 308. So, pretty decent. Henrico County is 330, and then Richmond's going to be 226. So, pretty good market, I would say. Not too terrible, not too bad, but that is Richmond, Virginia. So let's open up the questions. I know there's a ton of questions of like kind of what I've come after this list. Definitely wanted to break it down the best way. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of questions like, oh, why didn't you choose this market? Why didn't you choose this? Guys, I had to do 25. You'd be mad at me, but that's the best one I could muster up. So let's kind of go over some of the questions you guys have for me here. And let's sort of break it down. Guys, if you're mad at me about this one, I'm sorry, but that's what I've seen from just talking to hundreds and hundreds of wholesalers out there. Richmond, Virginia. Myrtle Beach is another decent one. It's not a bad one. But there's a lot of people going crazy. Okay, we got the Mason. We're pulling out the Mason-Dixon line to see what's really Southeast or not. So, all right. They're mean the phones in VA. You got to know your stuff, but it's definitely good. Louisville, Indianapolis. Indianapolis is better. Louisville's better in person. Now, this is a virtual wholesaling video also. Need info, love info, nerd out on info. I tell you, that's why I try to give as much info as possible. Do your own, what's your favorite data site? PropStream right now, like for data research, like what zip codes are best. ListSource Hack's really good. Freewholesaling.com kind of has it all. Definitely PropStream right now. Chicago is not really that good. It's a big population, but it's the wholesaling ban and everything. It's not the best for virtual. People from Chicago that understand it better are good. Everyone better be happy for the opportunity. I love it. Thomas has some great question here. What are some reasons why local would be preferred over virtual? Because I'm in Salt Lake City and it seems very saturated. Well, Thomas, here's my big issue. So local is going to be a lot easier. You can do a lot more marketing. You can do a lot more drawing for dollars. You can pull water shutoff lists a lot better in person. You can get the utility liens lists. You can go out, even door knock if you had to. You can pull very specialty lists. You can go to your fire department and get the fire damage property list. Everyone that says a market's saturated, if that's your physical market, Thomas, you got to answer me this. Have you drove for dollars? Have you driven 500 properties last month? Have you cold called all the fire damage properties? Have you cold called the water shutoff list? Have you done all these things? That is the difference between you knowing you got a deal or not. High volume works better in Salt Lake City, but if you do very niche lists, you can do very well there. Ton of cash buyers there. Do you need to be a real? Yes, you have to be a realtor basically in Oklahoma to be doing deals. So that's the issue. St. Louis, no, I've not seen a ton of big operations going out of St. Louis for virtual, and there's some people that make it work. Springfield's a little better, I would say, if you're going to do Missouri. Emilio, what is up? What is up, Emilio? Says, what's the best advice? What's the best advice? Hired VA, like their daily breakdown, their batch salary with PropStream. What's your best advice? You hired a VA like for a daily breakdown with batch dialer. So using ZachDialer.com on that one, and you're trying to see what. Let me see. So what's the best? So hired. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to hire a VA for ZachDialer.com, what the best thing you could possibly do, I would say, is don't be obsessive over what they're doing. I would check maybe a call an hour to kind of see what they're doing there. I used to, back in the day, put my own personal phone number in the calls to the VA so they'd cold call me, kind of see where they're at hour 3 or 4. So Amelia's kind of answering a little better, like their daily tasks. So their daily tasks, really need to be cold calling, like 2 to 7 p.m., whatever your local market is. It's definitely going to be one I'd be going after. So 2 to 7 p.m., they need to be answering basically the most basic questions you can for cold calling, which is, hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? And are you interested in selling that property? Those need to be the questions you have to ask. Why not Austin, you think? I like Austin. Austin, Texas is great. Here's the issue with Austin, Texas is the population's it's decent, but there's just not a ton of wholesaling deals. The prices have gone up significantly, and everyone in Austin knows that. So it's a big population. It still works. You got to do the counties around it would work. I just not calling it a top 25 market. That is definitely one thing I would tell you. Portland, Oregon. Again, Jason, I'd be avoiding Portland. I'd be virtually wholesaling somewhere else. That's one thing I can tell you right now. I'd be virtually wholesaling somewhere else. Why do you think? No, Indianapolis is better in person. So overall, like in person, Louisville, virtual, Indianapolis. Are you saying better? Oh, in person. Okay. Louisville's better in person. Indianapolis is virtual. Because I've just seen a lot of people doing very good virtually in Indianapolis. I haven't seen a lot of virtually people in Louisville. A lot of people in Louisville I know still doing 7 figures there. That's what I've seen. Population Louisville is smaller, I believe, and there's less crime. I'm not too sure, but there's more cash buyers in Indianapolis. Let me check it out just to make sure I'm not wrong here. Louisville population. 617 and do Indianapolis. Yeah, Indianapolis is way bigger. Why not Austin? You think Austin's great? The main issue with Austin, I think I've already seen this, but the main issue with Austin is the counties around are way better. Peace.exe says, seller hit me with an immediate price, caught me off guard, and I asked how they came up with that price. They said they fixed kitchen and roof. When I call back after running numbers, no answer. Give him my voicemail, hit him with the text, and kind of go from there. How far is that price off from what your offer would be? Let's see here. Thomas says, I'm trying to drive for dollars basically every day, so it sounds like I need to get very niche with the list that I'm getting. Also, do you need experience in wholesaling or to start virtual? No, I'll still stay. I'd stay in person if I'm Salt Lake City though. I definitely still. Felicia says, I heard you need a real estate license to wholesale in California starting in January. Is this true? Felicia, you need to give me like who told you that, and I'll call that person because most YouTubers got their phone number. I'll call them. Look it up. I haven't really seen anything California wholesaling. It's telling me Senate Bill 9. Everyone freaks out when they see a bill. The Senate Bill 9. It's about subdividing current lands. If anyone can give me some insight on this, let's see here. I don't want to bore you guys too much, but I'm trying to pop it up here. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, I see it here. Yeah, someone did a video called "The Ban of Wholesaling." Let me pull up this article and let me kind of tell you what I think. That's the only thing I could do, because this would affect some of the markets I do. So, let's read it. It says here, California's new SB 9 housing law means for single family zoning. So a big YouTube, not a big YouTuber, but a YouTuber said this is what the wholesaling ban says. So let's kind of read it. I'll tell you. So signed a bill. Governor Gavin Newsom this week signed a pair of bills into law that effectively put an end to traditional single family zoning restrictions. Senate Bill 9 and 10, which will take effect January 1st, will make it easier for Californians to build more than one housing unit on many properties that for decades have been reserved exclusively for single-family housing and give cities greater flexibility to place small apartment complexes in neighborhoods near public transit. Although the law represents two new approaches towards alleviating the state's housing crisis, experts say neither is likely to produce the number of units needed to fully resolve it. Here's some answers. So basically what they're doing is California's got insane prices. A lot of people can't get affordable rents. They're trying to rent control. It's a big mess there. And a big issue with that is you can only do single family housing. I see this all the time. When there's not a lot of multifamilies, single family properties go up. Los Angeles, a lot of single family houses. If you can be able to do high rises and stuff, you make rent a lot cheaper. So like if New York City was just single family houses, rent would be like $10K a month. But really, they can make it $3-4K a month because they do multifamilies. It kind of makes sense. Kind of like in Miami. Miami rents are only decent because they have multifamilies. Let's see here. Senate Bill 9 is the most controversial of the two new laws. It allows property owners to split a single-family lot into two lots, add a second home to their lot, or split their lot into two and place duplexes on each. Add a second home to their lot or split their lot into two and place duplexes. The last option, create 4 housing units on property currently limited to a single-family house. The new law will mark a shift with current policies that allow only 2 large units under the new law, required to approve development proposals and meet specific standards, where the caveats designed to create additional housing while also preserving low-income affordable units. The proposed project under the new law cannot result in the demolition or alteration of affordable or rent-controlled housing or market-rate housing that has been occupied by a tenant in the past 3 years. Properties listed as historic landmarks or those located within historic districts are off limits for new development. Wetlands, farmlands, properties at high risk of fire flooding are also exempt. If someone chooses to split their property in two, each new lot must be at least 1,200 square feet according to the new law. A unit created as a result of the law cannot be used for short-term rentals. They must be rented for a term longer than 30 days. Okay, can't Airbnb it out. Who can do this? Homeowners or landlords can apply to upzone their property through local jurisdiction, but if they plan to live on the property, but only if they plan on living in the property for a while. Don't see this as a bad thing. I see property values going down in California due to this. Just more supply, but let's see. No other CREDA under SB9 for residential. Do cities abide under government? Local governments can also deny a development application if they find that the proposed project would specific adverse impact on public health, safety, or the physical environment. So cities will be doing this. I don't think this is going to be a big nothing. Proposals under the new law must adhere to objective zoning and design review standards, establish local. Let's see. No parking. Recent study. Yeah, this is a big nothing. Yeah, wholesaling ain't going to be banned. Like, yeah, so I see a video here from someone saying that California bans single family wholesaling. That's because there's going to be no single family units left in California. It's all going to be zoned differently. So technically, they're limiting single family wholesaling. They're just changing the zoning of it. It's like if we change the name house to home, and I can make a title that says wholesaling houses has been banned. Like, yeah, but you can still wholesale homes. Like, this is a big thing for clicks and stuff to sell a course. I'm not worried about it at all. So yeah, sorry, it's a big one for a lot of people. It'd be a big deal if they banned that, but no, come on. Wholesaling's so small. I wouldn't even call it a big thing. Like, come on. Let's see. Working on getting the probate list. Awesome, Thomas. Columbus is good. It's not top 25, but it's just getting tad saturated. That's always the issue. Let's see here. P says, just couldn't fit in. How to get a better response when seller gives price too fast. If the seller gives the price way too fast, my best experience always has been basically, hey, I got to go buy the property and look at it. I mean, hey, Mr. Seller, would you buy a car without test driving it? Well, I probably have to test drive this car. That's where I'd be at. DB says, thank you for saving me money. Of course, no problem. Emilio says, you're the GOAT man. Thanks for everything. Of course, my pleasure. Always here to help the people out. Do you guys have a suggestion? I don't think. I got your question. Let's see. It's hard to tell tire kickers from motivated sellers. I have 3 leads that are older, tired landlords, and they keep throwing super high numbers at all their properties. They have between 6 and 12 properties. Yeah, you got to follow up and just like, you got to be at your, sometimes you just got to be at your price. Hey, if you can't do this, we can't do a deal. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. Brandon says, hey, Zach, spoke to the county fire department. They told me I had to pay each page. Basically say to go in person and get it digitally or have them go on the computer. That usually works a little more. They technically can do that, but if you go in person and they show you on the computer, write it down, you can usually get around that. Shyla, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I drove for dollars the other day, and a lot of the houses, distressed looking, had HOA planned unit development. You know how to work with those? Yeah, wholesale properties with HOAs in them. You just got to ask the seller how the HOA works. They'll probably know it better, but it makes the comps a little easier. Alex says, I've been living in Medellin, Colombia for the past 3 years and marketing in Florida, Kansas City, Missouri. I slowed down the marketing in Florida to focus on Kansas City, Missouri, and I've been crushing it there, but it's slowing down, so I'm looking for a new market to move to add ASAP. So this is extremely helpful. I cleared my first 6-figure month in Florida in September, so I don't want to leave Florida yet. Which areas in Florida do you like virtual wholesaling? Pasco, Clay County, Jacksonville, Orlando's decent. And then Panhandle. Yeah. Thoughts on Louisiana market? Cato Parish. That works. Just clocked out the 9 to 5 and clocking into some smiling and dialing. How about playing the song Let's Get Pumped? Jason, I already played it in the beginning. Watch the replay on there. We're going to be playing the song once. I don't want anyone to get sick of the song. So once in the beginning and get it going. Because I got to answer more questions. I'm using a dialer. Let's see. James says, I'm in Illinois, just south of Chicago, but in Illinois, you can only do one wholesale deal per year, but I'm 10 minutes away from Northwest Indiana. Do you think, yes, I would do Northwest Indiana in person, James. You can easily drive there. Easily should work pretty well. Hey, Zach, what do you think of Boulder / Colorado Springs? It's a good market. A little harder, but I definitely think it's a market that could work. So, yeah. Sean says, random thought, is it me or does Zach look like he's the older brother of the Stranger Things girl? I've never seen Stranger Things. Probably. Zach, how do you go about giving price virtually when you can't see it? You get pictures of the property. I might people go throughout the house and just give pictures. I find people on like the 4 jobs over there and they'll go up there and take pictures of the house. That's really how I've seen it. Thank you, Pasco, Clay County, Jackson, Orlando, and the Panhandle. Awesome. Let's see other questions we got here. See how I can help the people out in wholesaling real estate and see what questions you guys have. Let's see here. Check out. You and your dad the best. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. That's how the gurus sell their course. It's true. It's true. I go from $0 to $0. That's how it works. Let's see here. Thank you for the live, of course. Love the deals. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's get Detroit. Let's get it. Just tomorrow to make the gurus cry. Thomas says 95% of just the lookers and 5% will be taking the action. I love it. That's a great quote. Anyone in the Carolinas is going to be good going forward. I would say so too. Yeah, if you're in Myrtle Beach, Donnie, I would probably stick to that market. It's definitely a good market one I'd still be going after. J. Cole lyric, how high that I can touch the sky. I love it. Let's see here. All right, it's pretty much Bear County, San Antonio. So the questions we got. All righty. Let's see. Quinn says, Zach, what about the super secret places you yourself are doing virtual deals? We all know the experts don't give away all their secrets. Now, Quinn, so I've given you some of those markets in this one. For me to have it a super secret deal, I need to do over 10 deals doing it. I have some super secret markets I do, but I can't like expressly say them over the live because first of all, I need to test out the markets good enough to mention. And yeah, I just got to see. That's all I could say. I got to test some more out. Let's see here. What's your thoughts about Washington state markets? I've come across a lot of vacant homes when cold calling is always the wrong numbers. Definitely check the type of skip tracing you're doing, and you got to see. Do you think I get a deal from cold calling every day after work? Yeah, depends on the list, but yeah, I think if you do government lists, hands down. Can you send the list of 25 markets I need to go? I watched the replay on YouTube then. What do you if you cannot afford an attorney? To look over your contract, I would have your title company look over the contract. James says, what's the state of mass text messaging? It's all good. I went over the new regulations with LLCs and the 10 DLC. All right, just make sure we're good there. Yeah, with SMS text blasting, check out the live we did on Friday. I kind of went over the new regulations, but this week we'll do a video just on SMS, kind of help everyone out, kind of do a revamp one for the new year. So yeah, this one we're doing all for the new ones for the new year best market. So Nick says, what do you think about wholesaling in Albuquerque, New Mexico? I love Albuquerque. Albuquerque, New Mexico is a great one. Be going after it. But the one issue, it's definitely the best one in New Mexico. It's if I lived there, I'd be going after it again. Virtual, probably no. Um, the prices are decent. If you drive for dollars, you should do well in the new probates there. The people that have done well there have always done it through cold calling in Albuquerque. What's the population of Albuquerque? Albuquerque population is 559. That's pretty good. Let's see the county in there too. Alrighty. Let's see here. Emilio says, I'm in Macon, Georgia. Help me out. And I have a VA working full time now. Do you have the time for like a 10-minute call when I get in contact? This is Emilio. I already know you, the GOAT. Bro, hit me up every Thursday. Again, this Thursday, I want to have a live. Just letting you guys know, Thursday's Thanksgiving. That's why I'm doing a live today, Monday. But we should do the call all together on Friday. So check me out for this Friday. How's it going, Zach? I'm a new subscriber, but thank you for subscribing, Underdog 19. But I'm looking into wholesaling commercial properties, looking for a good insight to find a mentor in that field. Don't know any people wholesaling commercial too big on a huge basis that I call legit that share HUD. So I'll do some research for it though. Alex says, also, do you have a mastermind program or anything I can sign to be part of your coaching? Of course. You guys saw my Black Friday deal. Let me share. Let me break it down. All you gotta do to join the mastermind is go to, pop it up here for you guys. This is it. It is Wholesaling Houses for Real. That's my Facebook group. Just go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. That is my mastermind. It's a great one. It's a pretty big mastermind. So that'd be one I'd definitely be joining. What's up, Felicia? Felisa, definitely saying your name wrong. All right. But how do you feel about wholesaling in person or virtually around? In person is always better. You can definitely get more rapport with the seller and just get better prices. That's why I'm always going to recommend wholesaling in person. I've always found the best results doing that. But I could tell you right now, wholesaling in person is better, but virtually, if you can do it the right way, you should have pretty good results doing it. So definitely not going to, say anything bad about wholesaling virtually, but in person it's better. Just depends on what market you live in, Kind of like someone here in Cook County. It's a little tougher, you're in basically that Chicagoland area. Where are you going to find the best results? So I would look kind of Wisconsin or Indiana if I'm kind of in those markets, or just virtually wholesaling. That's where I would be. What do you think about wholesaling? Tacoma, I don't have enough market data in Tacoma to really tell. I haven't seen a ton of wholesaling in Washington. Kings County is tougher. A lot of people are doing virtual wholesaling and when they're in Kings County, which is basically like Seattle area. Adam says, guys, there's deals in every market. You're going to have to you're going to have challenges no matter what. Facts. Seriously, like you guys, you can tell me what market is good or bad here. I can tell you, unless you do your own research, that'll give you the best kind of test to see if it's good or not. So that's definitely one I'd sort of be looking into again. But yeah, guys, I mean, always. Let's see here. Just making sure. Checking one text, making sure we're all good here. But yeah, guys, message me what markets you guys are in. And let me know if you have a question, if that's a good market or not. Let's see. All right. But yeah. Ever thought of Tampa, good old Buccaneer country? I love Tampa. I think it's still a decent market in person if you go up to Pasco. But yeah, I would be in person driving for dollars. I'd be going kind of east. Pinellas is a little tougher, obviously. I mean, you got people like Dylan out there that's been talking to me lately on these things. He's doing decent. He's driving for dollars and getting a lot of good results. So I'd say driving for dollars probably be your best one out there in Tampa. Buccaneers. Dolphins are on a winning streak, so hey, we got something. Thanks for doing it, Zach. You and your dad are the best and the realest out there. Appreciate it. Alex says perfect. I don't know y'all would have the replay. Thank you. Yeah, go to Flip with Rick on YouTube or Zach Ginn on YouTube, whatever one. You should subscribe to both channels, obviously. But yeah, Zach Ginn YouTube channel basically is going to have exclusive Zach Ginn content. While Flip with Rick's going to have videos of only Rick Ginn that are never going to be on the Zach Ginn channel. And then Zach Ginn channel is going to have videos that are only ever going to be on the Zach Ginn channel. So exclusives on both. Flip with Rick channel has 2 videos a day. Zach Ginn's only going to have 1 because Rick Ginn obviously adds more content than just Zach Ginn stuff. But still pretty good stuff. So all the lives are on here and then just some exclusives from Zach Ginn, me. So definitely both if you're looking to wholesaling. But yeah, is it recommended to establish an LLC for virtual wholesaling? Depends on the state. And I would say get some deals under your belt first before you start like really getting at it. That'd be my recommendation. What do you think about Seattle, Washington? Seattle, Washington's good. Just here's the issue, Seattle. Like, let me break it down because I get asked this. Like, is Seattle, Washington good? It's good. Like, you can wholesale there. It's not top 25. Like, if it's not on the top 25 list, it's not going to be the best. So let me kind of break it down. So Seattle, Washington, its median price is Barbara's usually on here. She's from Seattle. Seattle's median price point is $874,000. It's a lot harder to get a 20% discount on that to make money. That is always the issue, okay? Boom. Who we got on here? Barbara. Barbara's always on here. Appreciate you, Barbara. But that is the issue. Is Seattle good? Sure. It's fine. But the issue is, how do you know if it's going to be good or not? You have to actually go out there and test it out. That's how you know. If it's working, it works. Like, you can hear whatever I say, unless you actually go out there and try it yourself. That'll probably be the best test. I can only guide you in the best direction I possibly can. So the best direction I can guide you here, Seattle, I would not recommend it. It still could be a good market if you know what you're doing there. But I would go outside there, maybe more suburban. That'd probably be better. Gary says, Zach, besides PropStream and Batch or List Source, is there a company you pay 1 fee a year to pull data with numbers? I don't know any that you pull one. I mean, there's plenty of them, but List Source isn't monthly though, so that I guess it'd be List Source. They're like a quarter a thing though. They're kind of expensive. Armelia says, all right. James says, how do I get one-on-one coaching? Brand new to wholesaling. Guys, it's Wholesaling Houses for Real. Hop it up one more time here for y'all. Guys, here, I'm not no guru. I don't have no fancy production team or anything. I just try to share wholesaling the best way I can. So, guys, it's Wholesaling Houses for Real. That's my Facebook group. Basically where I get the links out there to actually go and learn wholesaling like real estate. Like, that is where you're going to go learn this stuff, okay? I think we added how many people? Wholesaling House for Real has 800 and Jesus. It is the fastest growing mastermind. It's a year old. Like, guys, you got to get on the one-on-one coaching like mastermind. Like, look at this. We have 873 new people like last week join the mastermind because you know why? They're getting real value from it, okay? Why are we just throwing the gurus on our mastermind? Because I'm not taking your money, okay? You saw my Black Friday deal. How are you going to beat that, right? Thanks, bro. Wade says best virtual markets in California, Fresno, California. Francisco, San Diego, where I'm locally, I'm trying to close my first. Francisco, bro. It's tough, man. San Diego's that's one I'd avoid. You know, I know virtual though; it's most likely my best choice. Yes. I mean, you could try. It just the people doing San Diego are doing like 3 or 4 deals a year, and that's kind of hard. You know, what's going on? The contract as an address for what goes on the contract as an address for vacant land? Would it be the parcel number? There should be there should be at least a number on there. I'd call the property appraiser and asks, how do I get into the course, Zach? Guys, all you got to do is go to freewholesaling.com, TRoy101. Look on the bottom here, freewholesaling.com, or go in the comments. Actually, like you see right here, go in the comments. It should be pinned probably in like the next hour or two on there. But yeah, I'd be going at freewholesaling.com. That's definitely one. I mean, that's where it's all at. You know, it's all at freewholesaling.com. Okay. Hands down, go to freewholesaling.com. That is where it's all at. Okay. Hey guys, we're in Washington State. Let's see here. In terms of difficulty, how hard is it to get a deal out of the tired landlord list? If you're cold calling, it's a lot easier. You know, if your SMS text blasting, they're going to be a little more bitter. So I would definitely cold call this list. It's difficult, but I think it's the same difficulty I'd say as like a vacant property. How often do land records get updated? On listrei.com, aka PropStream, I would say they're updated every month, more or less. Yeah. Let's see here. Can you do some cold calls in Seattle, Washington soon? It seems a little harder there. If it hits the spinner wheel, sure. I don't want to get it to be scripted, though. That's always the issue. Zach, I watched your videos about the 70K deal. If this was to happen to the little guys like me, how would I go about hiring with little to no funds? See, yeah. So I think it's time. Let me just make sure because I know what channel you're talking about. This is on the Zach Ginn channel. I'm talking about $70,000 deal, exclusive video, of course. Yeah. Oh my God. I remember this deal. I remember when this happened. This was last year. That was it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Woo, guys, you gotta subscribe to Zach Ginn on YouTube to get that one. But yeah, I had a $70,000 deal that someone, because of my age, they did a memorandum on a contract where I had it signed, and they basically told this person, this guy's 20 years old, he's not going to close your deal. This was 2 years ago. I was like, year and a half. It's the most upset I think I've ever been at a wholesaling deal. I had a $70,000 deal about to be stolen from me from this wholesaler who just thought because I was young, he could just bulldoze me through. Didn't know I had a ton of money, and I did a lawyer, scared the guy to death. If you don't have a lot of money, you'd have to have an earnest money deposit and do a memorandum like that. You know, if someone's trying to steal your deal, you got no money, it's a lot harder. You know, I'd get a partner. Like if you partner with me and I saw you legitimately did this, I would probably partner up with you and kind of split the deal, and I'd pay for the lawyer. That's probably the best one you could do. Get a couple deals would be fine. But yeah, Brand, if someone's trying to screw you, I could even pay for it and help you out. Like, I don't really care. I need to pay for more charity this year. Felicia says, how would I go about paying taxes? I mean, it'd be helping everyone out, Brandon, so no worries. Felicia says, how would I go about paying taxes with wholesaling? Should I get an LLC or S Corp? Felicia, if you're under 150K in profits, I would probably choose S Corp. Depends on your state though, but usually you do a 199A deduction. Look up S Corps. You're gonna have to get knowledgeable on it or get a accountant, but you don't really need an accountant. If you're under 150K, most of the time S Corps are probably the best. Gregory says, do you allow, I would get at least two or three deals before I start getting LLC or S Corp, just by the way. Gregory says, do you allow people in the group to JV? Zach, do you buy wholesale from your group? I don't allow. Okay, Gregory. So it's a mastermind. It is not a cash buyers group. I think a lot of people get confused when they join the Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. This is not a group where you go say, "Where my cash buyers at, yo?" It's a mastermind. Like, do you? Okay, I treat it like a mastermind. That's why it's the fastest growing. It's Facebook group for wholesaling real estate. That's why it's one of the top ones out there because it's not like the regular Facebook groups. There's zero spam allowed in that group. Why do I have it? Because I don't. It's a mastermind. Okay. Do you ever walk into mastermind, you pay 10K and say, "Where are my cash buyers at, yo?" No. You know, you might go say, "Hey, I'm having an issue with the seller. They're at 150. This was their motivation, and really got to be at 120. You know, what are the best ways you'd approach?" Like you'd say something like that. You know, that's my issue with the group. You know, masterminds don't post their deals. Masterminds will talk in the comments like, "Hey, I'm from California too. You know, what's your number? Hey, message me and we'll talk." You do it in the DMs. You know, that's where you start selling deals and forming connections and networking. The networking's in the group, and then from there, you're already networked with this person. Then you sell the deal to them doing that. I don't want to. It's not a deals group. That's the difference. It's again, guys. I'll say it one more time. All right, you guys go to Wholesaling House for Real on Facebook. I don't need the plug. There's plenty of people joining it. I created it like a year ago to this day, almost at 24,000 people. It's crazy. Looks like we're live here too. Liveception. But I tell you right now, Wholesaling House is for real. Like there's plenty of people in the group actually watching this. So they're just like, I'm already part of the mastermind. But that's where I'd be. And congrats, by the way, Brandon. Thank you. I got the deal saved. Hey, woo, it was stressful. But we got a deal. So Miami-Dade, Broward, Monroe County. Broward would be the best one out of those three. I mean, the Florida Keys, I'd just be avoiding that, like for wholesaling. I mean, maybe you could do some of Key West or Isla Morada, or Key Largo, but I'd avoid like. Let's see the median price in Monroe County. It's insane. Median price Zillow. 800K. Like, come on. Okay. Miami-Dade's 395 and Broward is 348. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even go near that. Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking at the median price points just to help you guys out here, and it's like, yeah. So and trying to see the county. I'd be avoiding it because yeah, Monroe's at 800. Yeah, no. Yeah. Just checking one more thing. I'd be avoiding it. Like I'm trying to see if there's. I was getting some text from someone about it. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, no, I'd be avoiding those markets. It's definitely not a good one to be going after. Yeah. Let me check one more thing. Thanks for the knowledge, bro. Went from doing 3 deals a month to 10 to 15 with the free videos. Wow. That's awesome, bro. Keep it up. Thanks. I request to join Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook. Awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yo, Doomy says LeBron James sucks. Okay. Thanks, Zach. I can't say bad about LeBron James. You know, he helped the Heat out. So it's about the whole elbow thing. Oh my gosh. Is Las Vegas a good market? I'd say Las Vegas is a good market. You know, it's a tad more saturated. It's still not on the list. So I'd be careful. Thanks, Zach, for the feedback, man. I'll be joining the Facebook group. Have a great day. Awesome. Since I'm in Macon, should I do draft dollars and court leads? Oh, yeah. And the surrounding cat. Bro, you've been watching my stuff. Yes. How often pre-foreclosures from the title company updated? Call them and ask. Kevin says, Zach, thanks for the advice. Not trying to be political, but I noticed red states are easier than blue states. Hope the comment doesn't bug you. I'm not getting political at all in it. I mean, I'm a geography nerd, so obviously I know what a blue state is or a red state. I would say purple states are the best for wholesaling. What do I mean by this? So a red state, don't get mad at me, but a red state, if it's too red, then sometimes they'll have policies that leave people to keep properties at low price points or too high. One thing I'd say is, what's a red state? A red state could be like Kansas, where that's obviously a red state, and there's really not much price growth there. And some states, you know, that are blue have a lot of, you know, companies and headquarters there for some reason, the big population centers. Usually when you're a bigger population, that area is going to be blue. Usually you can have bigger places that are red. So it's purple states are the best ones that are like back and forth. Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. Georgia's technically blue because it went for Joe Biden. But again, they have Kemp, I think he's a Republican governor there. I would definitely call it a purple state. Texas is turning more of a purple state. Kind of weird. But like statistically, look at it. I mean, if you go for a hard red state or a hard blue state, they're both going to be very difficult. Is it a coincidence that some of the highest price homes per capita are blue states? Not really. Some of them are just very densely populated, which densely populated areas are usually blue. So causation isn't correlation. That's the best thing I could say. I've heard you ask for a non-refundable deposit sent to you directly from the buyer. Wouldn't it be hard to do it with an LLC? Yeah, you need an LLC for that, obviously. But usually it's title company. It really depends if you have one or not, though. Okay, got it. Thanks. Hopefully I didn't get too political there, but like, I mean, I'm just giving you facts that like densely populated areas are usually blue. Ones that are kind of more sprawled out and spread out, you know, like, what's one like? You got cities like overall they're more conservative, kind of just like, I don't know, Kansas, Missouri, you know. Got it. Subsack. Been a minute since I took a break from wholesaling after a seller said no. I'm trying to get back. Seller says no to me every day. Okay. You got to keep going. You got this, bro. Gainesville, Georgia. Where's Gainesville, Georgia? Hold on. Try to figure out where Gainesville, Georgia is. Gainesville, Georgia. Let's look it up. Gainesville, Georgia is. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, that's. Yeah, great market. Northeast of Atlanta. I think north of Atlanta is going to be pretty good. So, yeah. Good market. By Athens, too. Great. Tell me why my seller told me to send him the agreement. Now he's not picking up. Aaron, I guarantee you probably did not condition your seller the right way. Look at some of the virtual wholesaling videos I've done. You got to condition the seller before you send the contract out. Is Oklahoma City a good market, bro? Top 25. LeBron needs to stay out of politics. Everyone needs to stay out of politics. I'm a wholesaling real estate person. I'm not a political person. LeBron's a basketball player. Stay in the lane to be a lot easier, right? Elijah says, let's see what we got here. Where did you learn all your knowledge? Let's see here. Where did you learn all your knowledge? For the other time, all of your knowledge from over time. What are the best resources for researching different markets? My knowledge from researching markets really has just been through my networking. That's really what I would say. Like, hmm. I'm trying to figure out like the secret is, but like I would say just from experience and wholesaling in different markets, seeing which one's been really good, which ones have not been really good for me. Uh, what I've seen though, like from my best experience on gaining is just with experience. So it's just basically been through all my experience. Aaron says, tell me why my seller asked to send him the contract. Then he's got picking up. I definitely conditioned him. LOL, I'm a B-side cold calling. He's just not picking up. All right. Send a voicemail, send a text, message them on Facebook, call from a different number. Those are all things I'd recommend. Let me know if you've done those and you need more suggestions because I got plenty. Is it possible to wholesale a pre-foreclosure? I'm confused because of creative financing. Bro, let me know. Are you creative financing that deal? Or are you not? Just let me know. I need to know if you're creative financing the deal or wholesaling it. You say wholesale, so yeah, I could wholesale a pre-foreclosure still. Waiting on title to close my first deal. Waiting to close my first deal. Thanks for everything. Brandon, of course, I remember you hopped on, talked to me and Rick. Not forgetting you, man. Trying to see how I can help everyone out. Horatio says, when doing a pro forma for a rental property, should you use the tax cost based on the new purchase contract? Okay, so this is what state are you in? Because if you have a homestead law in place or not, it would help you out. Awesome. It says, done that, called him 3 times back to back. If you don't have the other phone number, I would give him some time. He's definitely shopping around. And then unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. I still use triple search. It takes 2 hours to call 15 homeowners. Oh my gosh. Gotta get faster at that. Texas, I'm trying to remember specifically the laws on it. Let me see their homestead laws. If they have a save our homes, then sure. Texas homestead. Let's see if they have a tax. Yeah, so you get a tax reduction with a homesteaded property. So yeah, if it's a homesteaded property, if you're doing a pro forma on it, basically a pro forma, to my best of it, you're basically doing a statement analysis of the rental. So the new cost based on, let me just go to the right. You're basically doing provides courtesy of satisfies to a norm. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're basically kind of doing projections there. Okay. So yeah, new tax one. If it went from homestead to non-homestead, it has to be the new one, and you have to guess. And they're probably going to do a reassessment on. I know in Florida and especially other places they do reassessments on it. So you got to be a little careful on that one. All right. Do you still do direct mail? Bro, mailingmastery.com, bro. Hit it up. Mailingmastery.com. Okay. Show you exactly. That's my number one lead source still. Where's the quickest way? Quickest you can close the deal? 2 days. Like, to be real, 24 hours if I had to, but 2 days usually. I still use Tree. All right. I'm trying to wholesale, just a little confused. Can you break really quick? I'm just trying to wholesale it. I'm just a little confused. Can you break really quickly? You can break. You can close. Yeah. You can close quick on a pre-foreclosure if you have the cash buyer in place. I'm doing a one-on-one on Friday too. Not this Thursday because always Thanksgiving. Got the whole family in town, which is great. I love it. Definitely good. So that's why I'm doing a live here on Monday. There'll still be 2 videos Thursday. Don't worry. They'll just be recorded, edited, all fancy schmancy and stuff like that. But Yeah. So I can say right now, yeah, we do it Friday. How do you personally shop a deal to buyers virtually and locally? I'm JJ Smooth Criminal. Always appreciate you on here. You're always on here, providing value, commenting, and always on here. So shout out to you. Hats off to you here. But how do I personally shop a deal to buyers? Virtually, if I'm going to shop a buyer out, I got to make sure they're qualified. First of all, I'm going to get their proof of funds and basically make sure that they got the money to buy the property, basically go to their bank account and make sure they got everything on there. That's probably the most important part is making sure they have the money to actually buy the property, right? That's why you got to make them qualified, right? Locally, I'm a little less hesitant. Let's see. I'm a lot less. I'll bring more people through if it's in person, but you always look for a track record. Usually, it's a good green light if you can look up they've bought properties for cash before. That's why I like going to listrei.com, LASTREI.com, actually looking for cash sales. That's always been amazing for me. So that's definitely one I would always recommend too. But how I shop them, I would basically send texts out, have my team call a cash buyer, give them a very high price. And if they're buying on those prices, we go from there, and that's what we do. But that's basically where we're at right now. That's how I'm shopping these deals out. That's how we're doing really well on it. We use a lot of services. I mean, listrea.com is probably how we're pulling most of them right now. But honestly, it's up to you. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is top 25 markets, nothing crazy special about it. These are the 25 markets I'd be going after. So what I have to tell you again is do not use these as like the only markets you have to wholesale. There's definitely really good ones out there. You just have to see, guys, freewholesaling.com is where everything's at. It's the best wholesaling mentorship on the planet from start to finish. Wholesaling.com is it great. Horatio asked a good question here. Zach, are you buying rental property even if it's No, I'm not buying a property to break even. Not even close. Do you shop for buyers first as you're looking for No, I get a deal first, then find the buyer. But no, if I'm not making a ton of money, no. Very rare circumstances, unless it's like a creative financing deal, no. But yeah, guys, freewholesaling.com. Everything I talk about is at freewholesaling.com. Hands down the best wholesaling course on the planet. It's also free. You all saw my wholesaling houses, my Black Friday sale. It was pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, guys, freewholesaling.com. That's where it's all at. That's where I share all of it. But what I can tell you right now is these markets, guys, make sure if you're trying to find a good market, these top 25s are definitely want to be looking at. Remember, some of the top ones are probably going to be a little more saturated. I'd be a tad careful of that. And just make sure, guys. So from overall, these are great ones to do. And just hands down, I can tell you right out, choose the market that, works best for you. Sometimes markets work, sometimes they don't. I won't give up virtually wholesaling because the market's bad. But you got to remember that it's not just the market that makes a person good or not. You can be in the best market possible. If you're not virtually wholesaling the right way, you're not pulling government lists, you're not pulling everything the best of your ability, probably not going to be the best one out there. So that's the one I could definitely tell you right now. Go to freewholesaling.com, guys. That's where I teach all of my wholesaling stuff that you won't see on the lives. That are less boring. That are way more boring, but they're more in depth. Go to mailingmastery.com, guys. Black Friday sale. They're all free. They were free before, but they're free now because the gurus are giving Black Friday sales, and I want to give a Black Friday sale, but I got nothing more discounts to give. They're all free, so make it all nice, right? So that's what I tell you right now. So guys, go out there, live your dreams, find the right virtual wholesaling deal, and find the right virtual wholesaling market. It'll help you guys so much. I really appreciate it, guys. If you get any value out of this video, smash the like button and subscribe, guys. You saw from number 25 all the way to 1. Those are definitely markets. I feel like you make $1 million this year, hands down 7 figures this year in wholesaling real estate from any of these markets I just said. So honestly, it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with it. So this is Zach Ginn, guys. I truly appreciate it. check out freewholesaling.com. It is the greatest wholesaling mentorship on the planet, guys. Go out there, live the life of your dreams, and you got this. So appreciate it, guys. Smash that like button and subscribe, guys. You're watching this right now. I'm telling you, you're watching this video right now. Hit that like button. Watching this right now. Hit that like button and subscribe, guys. We'll go hit it up with a much needed freewholesaling.com video at the end here to show it. But appreciate it, guys. Have a blessed one. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Hey guys, Zach Ginn here from Flip with Rick. And after helping tens of thousands of people get started in wholesaling real estate and helping so many people out go from $0 to $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, I'm super excited to announce my new Wholesaling Mastery course. This Wholesaling Mastery course will have everything step by step on the whole entire wholesaling processes. I'm going to give you real deal examples. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the whole wholesaling process. This course will give you everything you need to know to make up to $100,000 to over $1 million per year in wholesaling real estate profits. Most real estate gurus out there will charge you around $5,000 for a course like this. But today, if you click on the link, you'll get my Wholesaling Mastery course for the low price of...
Sell out.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I knew you would do this. I knew you were going to go the course route with the guru. It goes against everything we've preached from day one. Don't be a sellout.
The course is free.
What?
The course is free. I'm giving it for free.
Oh, I apologize. Carry on.
Jeez, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, duh. Do you think I'm going to go sell out as like a regular guru selling you a course? I'm not trying to make money off of you guys. Guys, over here, all you got to do is click there to just sign up. No gimmicks, nothing. Absolutely for free. It's a free wholesaling course. Literally, I've seen every single wholesaling course. I have access to all the 10,000 mentorships. Guys, I literally copied them step by step. I literally have an entire course set out just for you for wholesaling real estate. Click on